next point of interest, I actually was an artist back in high school. Middle school, like from 7th grade to 12th grade, I was always drawing. We did anime mostly. Me and a couple of my friends, we all had like mini contests who can draw the best. One of us was really good at faces, you know, like realistic stuff, tattoo type stuff. Then one of us was really good at color. Color accuracy was like on point. Then I was more like the body artist. Like I can draw the bodies, but my faces would suck. And then we all like do like creative things. You know, we would actually we designed something for school. I forgot what it was. I think it was our shirts or something like that, or a banner or something. Like we did something. I can't remember what it was. I actually got a scholarship, a little small scholarship from one of the people from my county when I graduated because of my art. So yeah, I was actually pretty good too. A lot of people, y'all probably forgot about that if you're watching this and you're from Choctaw. You probably forgot about that. Yeah, I remember. So it was good, but I lost my notebook when I went to Tupelo, Mississippi for race schmurmage for them. You know, I was in Tupelo and I left it there, and then it disappeared. It sucks. That was years of my life's work, man. I did poems too. Poems. I actually got submitted to the Poetry.com contest, and I got into the semifinals, top 24 for my poem, A Life Without Love. I still remember that, man. But I couldn't afford to go to DC at that time. They wanted me to go to Washington, DC for the conference. You're killing me right now. Every little sound. Because, look, pause this video. Ever since, you know, we're not supposed to have dogs over here. I'm just gonna keep 100. We don't. But I was the first one to have a dog over here, right? And then people want to copy me, and then they get a dog too. And the dog isn't very friendly. And ever since he's been here barking at everything, now my dog barks at everything. My dog never used to bark. Now every little sound they hear outside, he wants to bark and growl. Like, what's up? As soon as I walk through the door, now he want to bark at everything outside. Like, bro, you barking at the wrong time. Bark when I'm not here. Yeah. Anyway, back to my point. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Yeah, we had a little contest and everything between us, but I was actually pretty good at art. But I used to write music back then too. Like I would write parodies of songs, and we would joke about it at school, like at the lunch table. Y'all remember we used to make beats, you know what I'm saying? We used to joke about each other's moms at the lunch tables. That was our thing. So I would actually make remixes to songs, you know, B-bus songs. Oh my God, I can't remember how one of them went. It was like Pretty Really. Slow the B-bus down and let me drive your B-bus. And your gas is leaking out, cause ain't nobody here to drive it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And then we had songs, I was making a little remix about that too. No, how'd it go? I know you heard about the Subway and the new beef van. The Subway sandwich, the lettuce, mayonnaise, and onions, man. Stuff like that. We just do stupid, silly things like that. He probably gonna get me if he sees this video. Hopefully he sees this video. You better see this video. I'm gonna tag you if you don't. Next thing is, I'm just gonna say this real quick and move on. I used to have cornrows back in 7th grade.
No.
Actually, I had them all the way up until 10th grade, if I remember right. And then I joined the JRTC and I had to cut them off. So I was just like, bust a corn dingy, you ain't wearing no cornrows in my RTC. You know, so I had to cut those off. Yeah, I was on RTC and the band at the same time. We actually have to decide, like, talk to each other from like, this one, we're gonna do the band, this one, we're gonna do the RTC, this one. Well, 4-H, me and my boys, man, we was constantly busy. It was 3 of us. We was always busy, man. Like, we was always doing stuff. Going to 4-H camp, 4-H counseling, JRTC, band, spelling bees. We was doing everything. And everything else in school, man. We was trying to do it. So, always busy. But, cornrows, yeah. I kind of already spoke on this next point, but I actually drove across country when I was 19. I bought my brand new car right out of basic training. It was a 2006 Mitsubishi Galant. And he had 15 miles on out the dealership. I was like, I just got out of basic training. I got some money. Give me my car. You know what I'm saying? But I left it there when I went home for recruiter's assistance program, and I was gonna drive back home. I flew back home to get the car, and I drove the car back to California from Alabama. And I got the car out here, and in 3 months, somebody T-boned me. I'm pretty sure I got a picture of that. Car was totaled, and I lost everything. All because somebody wasn't paying attention on base. Like, I had just washed my car, filled it up with gas, and I was driving it around to dry it off around base. And I was being those two, checking out the base. I'm still kind of new, so I was just driving around, get a feel for the base. And in the most empty place, man, like, somebody T-boned me. And the person who came to pick up my car was, I used to work LRS. So the person who picked up my car was actually somebody I worked with. And he was looking at me the whole time. Like, I always had that luck when I was out here, man. Like, from the first day I got here to California, I was late for work when I went to work the next day. Like, I've had bad luck since the day I got here, pretty much. But I'm still here. And, oh yeah. And I actually almost ran out of gas. When I ran out of money on the way back. I had to stop in Arizona to meet one of my friends from tech school. And he gave me $60 to help me get from Arizona. No, he gave me $100 to get from Arizona to California. And like, I got to my city, like I was in Santa Barbara, and I was like, I'm on fumes right now. I made it. I barely made it. I had to walk to work the next day. When I got back, I took a nap, you know what I'm saying? I went home, and the next day I had to go to work. So I had to walk to work because my tank's pretty low. You know what I'm saying? I was a poor airman. You know what I'm saying? Didn't plan that trip out good. When you're 19, and I was using MapQuest. This is before I had, you know what I'm saying, GPS. MapQuest, paper, man. And the last one, man, the last thing you might not know about me is I actually own a motorcycle. I actually drive a Yamaha. My baby, I got pictures. She is loud. I put a straight pipe on her. The baffle, like smallest baffle you can have on a bike legally. I got it on that bike, and she is a beast. She's heavy. She's 500 pounds. She's 2002, so she's heavy. She was my first motorcycle. First time I actually even started a motorcycle was this one. I watched like 500 YouTube videos on how to, ride motorcycles, trying to get it down. And before I do any kind of major purchase, I always do a ton of research on it. And I was like, people were like, oh, you shouldn't start out on the 600. You're gonna start out smaller. Then other people like, oh, you start on 300. You're gonna be bored by the time you get used to that. You don't want something bigger. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump straight to the 600. I low key wanted the 1000, but all my friends was like, they horror stories. Whenever you talk about a 1000, they're like, oh, it's gonna kill you, bro. And I've actually driven a 1000, and it's not that bad. It's actually kind of fun, but. Yeah, I'm actually pretty, I learned pretty much in 3 weeks. By the time that month was over, I was on the canyons trying to beat my best record, trying to get to work. Canyon carving, speed, me and my buddy, we would take rides. The farthest I've driven my bike was San Miguel, and I did that at nighttime in the winter. It was like 24 degrees without wind chill. And by the time I got home from San Miguel, which is about 2 hours almost 2 hours. From here, from where I am to there. By the time I got back, I tried to open my door, but my hand was literally locked in. Like, I had to stop 4 or 5 times just to put my hand directly on my engine to warm my hands up. And it still wasn't hot enough to warm my hands up. Like, I would take the gloves off, bare hand touching the engine. It was that cold. But I drove year round. Like, I didn't care. I love my motorcycle so much. Like, it is my bae. And it was, a lot of people don't like driving in the rain and in the cold. It's like they're only summertime riders. Not me. Like, I drove year round. Like, I drove every night almost from work. I drove to Santa Barbara, do classes and stuff like that. Like, I drove all the time. It didn't bother me. I bought the motorcycle to have fun, so that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, man, this video is over. There's 10 things you might not know about me, just to give you guys, a heads up on perspective of who you're subscribing to. Kind of makes sense to do that. A lot of people just don't have it. They just want you to join, and then like, that's it. Like, even my intro video, when you first talk to my channel, it tells you, welcome to the family, and it tells you what my plans is for the channel. But I think a video like this specifically describing me, you know, things about me, is a better way to do that. So with that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little longer than what I wanted to be, even with editing. So I apologize for the length. But if you stayed to the end, most likely I'm gonna be doing a giveaway for this. My mini drone. If you watched my last video, then you know about it. But if I do, I'll let you guys know specifically in the video just for that. And if you comment about this in this video, then you'll have a much better chance of winning this drone if I do a giveaway. So get those comments going down there. Just tell me what you guys like about drones. Tell me, have you ever had a drone? Tell me if you would like to win this drone. Anything down there about a drone or your experiences, comment down below, and it'll increase your chances of winning. And I don't have the messaging thing here. I do have a link to be able to message me, but it'd be easier probably if you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I can actually directly message you from there, because I don't want you putting your email address and all that stuff down here in the comment section. So more on that later. This is just a quick idea how I'm gonna do that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, stay legendary. Peace.